Gandang hapon po. Today is a Saturday, normal day for everybody to have their exercise in the morning, and some of the working people, for them today is the day for them to rest. It's the rest day. Uh, the topic for today is just it's not necessarily an important vlog. I would only like to let you know, guys, that I'm letting go all of these balisongs. I will try to sell them. Uh, I don't know. Maybe most of these balisongs do not have much sentimental value in each and every one of them. You know, I don't treat them as special as some of the, or let's say as most of the orders that customized orders, to be exact, that I have asked the artisans to build me a specific order that I like, or a specific design that I like. However, I'll be a little bit sad. I will be missing these guys because you know even if you can count those years that it has been with me, uh, it still counts. I still count them years, uh, that I'll be cherishing these balisongs if ever they will be gone by a week or so. I cannot tell if someone will be interested. Yeah. So yeah, I'll be missing these guys. I did this vlog, as a remembrance, if ever so that these guys will leave me, I still will have a chance to have a glance once again. You know that this vlog will help me realize that maybe realize that I shouldn't have sold them in the future or whatnot. But I am really decisive today. I've decided that I will let, I will let this go. To give you a little backstory about each and every one of these guys before I forgot, because I believe I haven't done a simple background check over these guys. So starting from this one on the farther left, this one is very cheap. I consider this cheap, cheap because why is that? It's really, yeah, the price is really cheap. You can afford, every layman can afford this. And this time I'll be opening it and showing it to you. This one comes with a decent kind of a stainless steel blade. And also holds a stainless handle, decent enough. If you can notice on the bottom part of it, the butt looks like it has been injured. Oh, I don't know. Some of the nails has been detached. Ever since I lost them, I cannot find them anymore. So what I did, I just placed a tape and wrapped over it to secure it. I've been longing to let this one. I've been longing to let go of this one because for me it hasn't been helpful, or it hasn't been very very helpful for me. I never brought this out my house, you know, or whenever I go camping or whatnot. It just slept in the, you know, in the balisong case, balisong holsters, or balisong knife roll bag. Moving over to the second one, I consider this very very special to my wife. If you're really watching this video, if you can remember, this is the first balisong that we bought when we were still single, you know, when we were still not married. If you can remember, you know, I know you came with me. Actually, you followed me in Batangas the day I left you in the morning. I didn't, hindi ako nagpaalam sa'yo, no? I didn't let you know that I left you alone when you were sleeping. I left the house early in the morning, and I took off. I went to Taal, and then you cried. You texted me and you said, "Where are you? Where are you at?" I was looking for you. You didn't even left me a message that you were going out there in Taal, Batangas. So immediately she followed me, no? That was a really sad story and heartfelt story. And then when we met in Flying Bee in Taal, you know, the welcome, where you welcome when you are welcomed by Barangay Balisong. You know, we ate in the nearest karinderya, you know, food stall or whatnot. And we ate a tapsilog, and then right after that, I told them we're losing time, you know. I told my wife now, before when we were eating, you shouldn't have followed me because I was about to go back this afternoon right after I buy me a piece. So I don't know, I wanna come with you guys. Then yun nga. And then that was really a memorable, you know, memorable thing for me with this balisong. This one is an ordinary, what they call the Batangueños ordinary. Comes with the horse bone, a thick, standard thickness of the 29 centimeter, a Rambo type of blade with bayonet type of profile. Ordinary. I'll be letting go this guy. I even once cut by this blade, you know. It was really sharp then the first day that I bought it. You know, I was checking out how sharp it is, and then it made a little, you know, it sliced the dermis, the innermost dermis, or the dermis part of my skin. It bled, you know, it shed the blood, but yeah, that's how sharp it is. Anyhow, moving on to the third one, I really cannot remember. I bought this at Leo Rivera's front stall, at the front of his main stall, you know. This one is a 29 centimeter, also an ordinary blade. Obviously a horse bone and labaha type of blade. I'm sorry, Mr. Leo Rivera, but I'm letting this one go. Good luck for the next owner. But I did play with it once, a couple of times. This one has a tad bit action background story. Because, you know, when my wife is pregnant and we were renting on an apartment or whatnot, a very poorly managed apartment. It was really, infested with criminals. I almost stopped the person using this because, I was trying to protect my family, because he was really being a threat to my family. He was screaming all the time. He was notorious because I knew him. He was once my childhood friend, and he was basically banakal, yung Tagalog banakal is a thug, a gangster or whatnot. And I heard that he was I don't know, he was a hired hitman or whatnot. and from what I have gathered information, my daddy told me, my father told me that I shouldn't have messed. You should not mess with this guy, he told me. But I didn't care at that time, my instincts, my instincts played, you know, played on its own. I believe, I protect my nest, because this guy is really crazy. It it was too late when my father told me about the background of this guy. Why is that? Because when the when the encounter happened, right after that, that's the time when I told my father. I talked to him, and I said, Dad, I almost kung baga matik na mapang-abot, I almost had an altercation with this child of mine, that that has that we all knew that came from a really bad environment, But he said, good riddance. Good thing that you didn't have to confront him directly, because he might have a big problem. Anyway, I didn't give a fuck. Sorry for the foul language. Because first of all, I got his respect. I said him, hey, let's give him a name. Let's say, hey Gab or Gabi. Please please cool it down, lower it down, because at that time my wife is gave birth with my 3 months old daughter, So I said, lower it down, because my baby is still my wife is just gave birth to our youngest 3-month-old child baby. So immediately he respected it, because I made I firmed up, I stood up for what I believe that is right, and then he respected it. And what helps it most, because on top of everything, is that he knew me when we were a child, when we were young. Yeah, so yeah, I was really kind of nervous. I'll be honest, but yeah, sometimes you really have to do the necessary move, Anyway, it's getting longer. Sorry for the long story. So yeah, like I said, I held this, I held this, and I hid it behind my hand like this, so that he won't see it. So in case he made the wrong move, you know, because that guy's really crazy, I have to tell you, really crazy, really a provocative man. So he won't from what I have learned about him, he won't hold this he won't hold these principles, he won't even think twice about hurting you. But good thing that I got respect at that time. So anyhow, moving on the fifth one. This one is, all of this basically are ordinary balisongs. This one I always pack with this when I was with my wife. Now when we were still single, whenever we go somewhere else, if you can notice that it was already been, obviously it has already been sharpened, by a nomad balisong knife sharpener. I don't know what's called, So he buffed the hell out of the edge of this one. Hold on. So yeah, that made it really more sharper. I even tried to sharpen one of my colored pencils, if you can see the 3 stripes that it left on the blade. So yeah, this is actually one thing about this balisong. This is the one that I've used one of my flipping videos. Actually, the only one flipping videos that I did, the one where I tossed it on how do you call this, and two times, two times at once. I flipped this and I caught this in midair, and then I flip it one more time, and then finally catch it with the handle and closed it the standard way. So yeah, I'll say goodbye to you. I'll be I will letting you I'll let you go. But we had a great time before, That was way back 2014, I guess. Moving on to the sixth one. This one I really have to let it go because this I won't tell you the backstory of this one. This one I really, how do you call it in English, in umamba. Taunted. When I taunted someone, I mean, anyhow, really sad moment. But I'll let you go. This one is it's so sad because this one has to be like I told you from the previous video that I did. What's the best balisong to choose. This one is the one I chose. This one is the most perfect one, and this one is really pointy and sharp for me. Just look at that, and and most of my you see how difficult I took it out, pulled it out. So yeah, this one is the most efficient one for me, but I have to let you go because I don't want your issue. Moving on, moving out to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the seventh one. This one I already told you the backstory of this one, so there's no need for explanation for this one or storytelling for this one. But also I also brought this outside with my girlfriend. As you can see, it has already been, the edge of this one is already been buffed also, to add more sharpness to it. Yeah, I lost the latch of this one because I used to play with it before. Moving on to the second to the last is the only stainless steel that I have. This one I really literally used this for cooking, in Batangas when I used to camp on my own. I used to camp on my own. I brought this with me. This is the most helpful one for me. Opening canned goods, slicing vegetables or whatnot. Look at the tip of this one, if you can see. Hold on. Look at the tip of this one. This one is really dented. Why is that? That's the downfall or the disadvantage of the stainless steel. It will dent, and it is not that sharp even though you have already sharpened it a couple of times. It will still be jagged and easily dent. So yeah, and for the last one, okay, this one I also missed this because I bought this in Quiapo, in Raon, shoutouts to Kultura ng Balisong because I know you're also, if you're watching this, you also used to buy some of your balisongs out there along Quiapo, in Raon, under the overpass, beside Mamon Lock. I used to drink alone, in a pub next to the store. Yeah, so right after I bought this, because first thing, if you're going to ask me why I always visit Raon in Quiapo, because I used to go there to look out for some cue sticks, billiard cue sticks, and also for balisong. That's also one of the things that I am trying to look out whenever I go out there. So I did cut one of these and then I bought it for about 200 pesos, I guess, or 250. not bad for you know, uh, self-defense weapon, you know. And you know, right after I bought this, I went inside the pub next to it, next to the store, and then I drank a couple of beer. And aside from the borrowed influence of the alcohol, I was really intoxicated. Also, when you also packing with this video, really the intoxication is being doubled, eh. Because you're really confident, you feel like you're invincible, you know, when you're packing one of these. But I think that is a foolish one to say or to think, if ever, because this will bring you into a world of shit or whatnot. So best to just keep it in your house for collection. Yeah. So yeah. So that's about it. I managed to leave a backstory for each and every one of these guys, because I have to let these guys go. These are really memorable for me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, yo. And please subscribe and like and place your comments if you care to. If you also have your own stories, and share it with the viewers. Okay, peace out.